Welcome, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Barbara Liu. I am the chair of the English department. That is my great honor. And it's also my great honor to be your host this evening for our semi-annual English night. It's an opportunity we take twice a year to celebrate our graduating seniors who are finishing their capstone projects in either our senior seminar or capstone seminar courses, English 461 and 462, or in our directed independent research course, English 499. We also give some awards. And in the fall, when we have our English Night celebration, we have our induction ceremony for our Honor Society, Sigma Tau Delta, and that's a great night as well. But thank you all for being here, students, faculty, parents, friends who are here to support our students. It's great to see you all. So we're going to begin tonight with our awards ceremony. The way we handle the awards is the faculty in the department nominate students that we feel are good candidates for the award, who have done things that are deserving of our recognition. And then the faculty votes on the nominees, and we have winners who get the awards. What the award is for these English Department awards is a lovely certificate, of course, and then a copy of the most recent Pulitzer Prize award-winning fiction and poetry. Nice hardcover editions with a nameplate in them, an award nameplate and everything. So to talk a little bit about our awardees, I'm going to read some excerpts from the nomination statements that the faculty made when they nominated the students. So starting first with our award for service to the department. So this award is for a student who has helped with departmental projects, coordinated events, or organized student clubs that have connection with literature or writing. I was one of the faculty who nominated this student. For the last several years, she's played an integral role in the daily operation of the English department. As a student worker in our office, she could be counted on to complete a variety of projects with efficiency and professionalism. Because of the consistent quality of her work, I asked her to take the lead on revamping the display that we use to promote our major at the prospective student open house every fall. She led the other student workers in completing the project thoughtfully, imagining it from the perspective of its intended audience, high school students and their parents, and the result is a greatly improved promotional tool. Her work on this project exceeded my expectations. This semester she was student teaching, so she could not work in our office, and her efficiency, enthusiasm, and smile have been and will continue to be missed. And this award goes, I'm choking up. I'm really going to miss you, Cassidy Ricciardoni. All right, next we have the award for lifelong learning. This is for a returning or continuing student who has shown a steady love of literature, writing, and the pursuit of knowledge. And in this category this year we had a tie, so we have two winners. So for our first awardee, Dr. Youngblood wrote in his nomination that this student's work is at such an advanced level and contains such a developed, striking voice that it demands immediate attention. His background in mathematics informs his approach to analysis in a way that has paid dividends in the digital game studies course that Dr. Youngblood teaches. Few students can both speak to the narrative structure of the game and reference the loop-driven thinking behind it with aplomb. Yet he does so with grace and a steady infusion of wit. His extended academic review of a mixed media board game mobile app this semester was the best example of the assignment I've received in my 4 years teaching the class. And it begins with a disclaimer about just how much he'd crammed into the essay. I don't often have to assure students it's fine to go longer than required. In Sean's case, I've welcomed every insight he's packed into his papers. Congratulations, Sean Gilmartin. Is Sean not here? Sean's not here? He was supposed to be here. Oh, well, if he shows up later, somebody flag me down and we'll give him his award. Okay. So the other awardee for the award for lifelong living, commitment to a lifelong living, can't speak. In nominating this recipient, Dr. Speicher said, having worked toward her degree at multiple institutions over a number of years, she is passionately committed to her education and to English studies more broadly. She hopes to pursue a graduate degree after her time at Eastern. In an independent study, she decided on an innovative project, producing the introduction, notes, and bibliography one would need to create a scholarly edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. She has completed impressive work on this project, combing through the novel with a strong eye for detail, pulling out concepts worthy of annotation, and tracking them back to their literary and historical sources. In the process, she has read a tremendous amount of scholarship, fan research and mythology, and literary history, tracking down and synthesizing these sources on her own. She has proven willing to question her assumptions and consider multiple points of view. And her deep investment in this project is representative of her broader commitment to excellence. Congratulations, Jessica Maloney. Our next award is for contributions to the cultural life of the campus. Hang on, my papers are out of order, I'm sorry. Okay. This award is for a student who's been actively involved as a writer or editor in literary publications or a performer in theater or literary and artistic events on campus. Both Dr. McDonald and Dr. Flood nominated this awardee, and Dr. McDonald wrote in her nomination that this student's work as a writing tutor and a playwright both demonstrate her intelligence and commitment to creative expression. Dr. Flood added that she's been a linchpin member of a group of English majors that have immersed themselves in the intellectual and creative life of the department. She's made an amazing contribution to the cultural life of our campus, and her writing and on-campus staging of a one-act play on student depression illustrated the power of art to do good in the community. Thank you, and congratulations, Natalia Torcaso. Okay, next, the award for commitment to teaching. Let me find that one. Okay, here we go. This is for a student who has demonstrated a commitment by participating in teaching internships, the Reading Associates Tutoring Program, or through volunteer work in the area of teaching. In her nomination statement, Dr. Speicher wrote of this awardee, she's currently enrolled in the Early Start Master's Program in Elementary Education and serves as a writing tutor. As my TA in the American Literature Survey, she takes her duties very seriously and is an exceptionally good role model for the students in the class. She met with multiple students who could not attend the scheduled study session to ensure that no one who wanted her help had to go without. When offering feedback on students' reading journal drafts, she takes time to go into detail and consider multiple perspectives. She recently taught our class session on Zitkala Saz, The School Days of an Indian Girl. She selected this reading for her lesson because of her deep intellectual investment in the text, as well as her ethical commitment to educating her classmates about the often forgotten history of boarding schools like that which Zitkala Sa attended. She spent hours completing historical research, working through the small details of the narrative, and developing effective instructional strategies for engaging the class. Her delivery highlighted her insights into the material and her ability to teach sensitive and difficult content in a manner that opened students' eyes to injustice. Congratulations. Oh, I forgot to ask how to pronounce this last name. Jessica Dontigny? Dontigny? Finally, we have our award for academic excellence. This year, again, we have a tie for this award, so that we have two awardees. First, in nominating this first recipient, Dr. Youngblood noted that in her scholarship, she has gone far beyond expectations and accomplished what we would hope all of our students will do. She has taken the topic matter at hand and put her own distinct stamp on it, elevating her analyses and creative projects to what in many cases already feels like graduate level work. This is particularly true of her honors thesis, which fuses together approaches from visual, written, and digital rhetoric to a framework drawn from sexuality studies. It's striking, vital scholarship that already matches or exceeds much of the existing work in the field on such topics. However, she's not only defined by this one project. She has completed everything from branching hypertext poetry about a domestic relationship to an advanced analysis of gameplay loops within a Japanese farming game, and done so at an elevated level in each situation. In many ways, she represents the best possibilities of our concentration-based English major, a hybrid scholar who's informed and strengthened by a number of approaches and carries on the legacy of humanities analysis into the digital future. Congratulations to Amber Albee. And our second winner of the Academic Excellence Award. In her nomination of this student, Dr. Spicer called her one of the most genuinely inquisitive and intellectually curious students I've ever met. Her absolute commitment to learning and to research shines through in everything she does. She doesn't simply absorb the ideas presented to her, she considers them, questions them, and makes them her own. In her exceptional honors thesis, Nicole took on a new field, the history of education, and she did it like a pro. Using her English studies training to recover and read understudied 19th century teacher memoirs, adeptly synthesizing them to offer a provocative argument about the reasons teaching became a profession associated with women. Her work reflects her ethical commitment to bringing hitherto silenced historical voices into critical consciousness. This project arose from a genuine desire to know, to contextualize her own work as a teacher, and it intervenes productively in conversations in both literary studies and education history. The great care she takes with her work has earned the respect of other scholars. Her thesis was recently published in the peer-reviewed Country School Journal, which does not conventionally publish the work of undergraduate students. Congratulations, Nicole Green. Did Sean show up, by the way, while I was doing any of that? No? Sean Gilharton? Still not here? Okay. All right. So I'm now going to announce the winner of the David and Janet Phillips Scholarship. The David and Janet Phillips Scholarship is not awarded every year. It's a multi-year scholarship, so the student who does receive it gets it for several years in a row until through their senior year. But we don't get the opportunity to award it every year. And I have information about it here somewhere. Anyway, I really apologize. Here we go. So it's a multi-year award for a student who is strong in both English and theater, and faculty in both programs, in both the English department and in the theater program, collaborate in awarding the scholarship. The current recipient was nominated by faculty in both programs. He received nominations from faculty in both programs. The theater faculty noted his true work ethic, and Dr. Youngblood of the English faculty noted that his writing is consistently some of the best, with an ease at weaving theoretical and analytical approaches into his own readings that sets him apart. He habitually participates in class discussion in a way that elevates the topic, is an exemplary group discussion member, and has shown himself capable of adapting to a variety of texts and contexts with the same level of quality. Please join me in congratulating Harry Gagney. So enough of me and my fiddling around with my papers trying to find things. I'm going to turn things over now to Dr. Steve Ferrucci, the coordinator of First Year Writing, and he will be presenting the First Year Writing Awards.
I haven't done anything yet. Why are you clapping? As Barb said, I'm the coordinator of the First Year Writing Program, and it's my privilege to work with some amazing faculty. And those amazing faculty nominate some amazing students for the writing that they have done during any given semester. And we offer awards each semester to writers whose work is innovative, creative, well-researched, and sort of stands out in some ways. The faculty select them, they send me their papers, and I gather them and send them off to the writing tutors who actually, in the Writing Center, who actually do the reading and voting and nominating of the winners. They then send it back to me and with their choices, and we go on from there. The students who win this award receive from the department a certificate, right, which is very nice, a cash award, and they also get a book, like all you other fancy English majors. But our books are chosen by the instructors that represent either what they would like or imagine the student would like to read, or they represent represent a book that has been fundamental in some way to their own literacy journey in some way. So this year we have 2 winners, and I'd like you to join me in celebrating them, and I hope they're here tonight. Our first winner, Joyce Figueroa, won for her essay, Homemade from Mangoes, which was composed in Professor Sarah Lennox's class. And Julia Montville for her essay, Must Be Music on the Brain, which kind of makes me want to dance or sing, but in any case, for Professor Rebecca Matthews' class. So if you are here, Julia and Joyce, come on up to the front with any family you brought. And Sarah, if you want to come up too.
Thank you, Dr. Ferrucci. So yes, we're going to take a break for refreshments and give you all an opportunity to look at some of the posters for the seniors who aren't going to be presenting tonight, but who participated in either the capstone seminar or directed research. Those are over there. The refreshments are at the back. But I ask all the award winners to, before you run for the snacks, come up here for some group photos. Thank you. And we'll convene again at about 6:15.